Hey guys, I'm Dov, and today I'm back with more Total War Warhammer 2 online action. Today we're back with another themed 2v2. This time the Warriors of Chaos and the Beastmen are invading Ulthuan. Here at the Tower of Hoeth, we have Teclis making a stand with the Princess. So we're going to quickly just gloss over the builds here as we get things underway. We've got two Chaos Feral Manticores, some Marauders, the Mirror Guard with Sigvald here, a whole bunch of Ungor Spears with some Ungor Raiders in the back, Hell Cannon. We've also got the Eye of Morsleep there. We've got Malagor here, leading the Beastmen, Sons of Goros, lots of Centaurs with throwing axes, some aspiring champions out on the flank to support leadership, Butchers of Kalkengard. For the High Elves, we've got some Spearmen currently getting pounded, Scions of Mathline in the front line getting rocks thrown at them. We've got White Lions in the second line, some Swordmasters, Lothern Sea Guard, nice mixed infantry formation there. Some Illyrian Reaver Archers, we've got a couple of Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. Or maybe just one. Lore Master of Hoeth, that's it. Some Silver Helms in the back line. Noble, we've got Dragon Princes. Yeah, just a nice mixed High Elf army. We've got a Shadow Mage here. And you can see the artillery pounding, definitely pretty real in the center for the High Elves. These Swordmasters and other units as they advance, definitely going to take some serious heat from both the Hell Cannon and the Sigor Rock. We'll watch that as it comes in here. Not the best hit in the world, but some pretty good damage. You can see the Hell Cannon also getting in some good damage there. Obviously, the Reavers greatly outrange my Centaurs with throwing axes, so I'm going to have to be careful about that, but Silver Helm's also in a supporting position. Dragon Prince is being kept well back and out of range of the artillery. The High Elves forced to rush here as the Bolt Thrower, of course, might be able to take down that Hell Cannon. Looks like actually doing solid damage to the artillery piece itself so far, but not able to shut it down quite in time, and obviously we have the Sigor as well. No summoned Sigor quite yet from Malagor, but Centaurs moving up with their throwing axes, getting some good throws. Also getting shot at quite a bit by the Reaver Archers there, so that's a bit painful. But in the center line, infantry engagement getting underway. High Elves have a bit of an infantry advantage in certain pockets. You can see aspiring champions with Marauders slugging it out here as the Sigor rocks are thrown in there. Ungors getting met by Swordmasters. You can imagine how that's going to go for them. But for the time being, holding out. We've also got some Manticores pushing up and around in various places. Manticore super cost effective, but High Elves pushing up and around the flank now. We're going to get the whatever it's called. This ability here from the Eye of Morsleep, the Warp Gaze, to freeze this princess in place. She only has 50 armor, so these Ungor Raiders can actually do a ton of damage, so they're firing in. Super cost-effective work being done here. Meanwhile, the Manticore intercepts some Spearmen who'd compromise that line. Champions just barely holding out here. We've got some Phoenix Guard fighting the Mirror Guard, so let's get some cinematics of that, as that's going to be a very cool looking fight, very shiny on both sides. But the Phoenix Guard, it's their flashy animations, the heavy metal of the Mirror Guard just slugging it out there. Should be a pretty even fight, all things considered. You can see Teclis looks like he's throwing down some regrowth somewhere. Infantry line for the Warriors of Chaos definitely crumbling, but we do have some Chosen in the back line running in to stabilize, kind of the Triari in this build, if you will. The Butchers of Kalkengard also rushing in here, so we'll grab some cinematics of them. Looks like a Spear Leech going down from the Lore Master of Hoeth, a very good target actually on the Butchers of Kalkengard. Because of their low model count, they will take quite a bit of damage there. Pretty cost-effective use of that Lore Master there. The aspiring champion, or sorry, the sorcerer, meanwhile, getting cut up by Swordmasters relatively well, but the terror from the Butchers of Kalkengard is going to rout off some of those High Elf units there. Meanwhile, Eye of Morsleep pulling back, keeping these Ungors secure for the time being. Some counterfire coming in from the Lothern Sea Guard, but the Princess having taken a ton of damage in a rough situation. The Manticore also providing a bit of terror here, and you can see the Fireborn trying to kite them out and get them a little bit exposed here and isolated from support. You can see, yep, there's a rock coming in from the summoned Sigor. Malagor pulling one up from the ground there to do some damage very cost effectively. So far up to 34 kills. This Manticore is going to be routed off, but just chaos all across the line here, no pun intended. Beautiful Penumbral Pendulum just cutting up some Chosen there. I'm not sure actually who that came from. Must have come from the Shadow Sorcerer from the High Elf side, but the Death Sorcerer there getting cut up by the Swordmasters. Butchers of Kalkengard are taking some Overwatch fire from the Lothern Sea Guard, which is definitely a good play by the High Elves there. But, oh man, oh no, he's stuck. What's up, bud? Anyway, this I have more slip here, starting to take quite a bit of damage. We're able to secure the backline compromise here, keep these Ungor Raiders secure for the most part, and kind of start to finish things off here. Once again, same as before, the Princess going to come forward and get hit by that Warp Gaze, and we're going to bring the Ungor Raiders up. Of course, they have stock, so they can't be spotted while they're, you know, not firing if there's nothing close by. But once again, that Warp Gaze not allowing the Princess to move, and she is going to start to take some serious Overwatch fire there. Meanwhile, the Sigvald blasting those Lothern Sea Guard, trying to support also. But yeah, that Princess taking some damage. Pretty rough. Meanwhile, the Dragon Princess, Silver Helms, and other units trying to secure over on this far side. There are still a lot of Centaurs online, but they're doing all right. Sons of Goros have been routed off. The Butchers of Kalkengard have taken quite a bit of damage. I've pulled them back a little bit so they can potentially regenerate some of that damage they've taken. But yeah, Princess really in a bad situation. Those Ungor Raiders have been super cost effective in taking down that dragon. That's one of the biggest issues with the Moon Dragon, is this relatively low armor. So just something to be aware of. Only the Star Dragon really, when it's mounted by either the Princess or the Prince, that's the only one I believe that has like 80 plus armor. But the Manticore are going to come back here to play with the Bolt Thrower crew, try and shut them down. They have used up quite a bit of their ammo already, but it's a very cost-effective use of this Feral Manticore here, and one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of these guys. Actually not too bad in the current patch for a number of different factions. You can see the Princess going to come back here and try and finish it off. Looks like the Bolt Thrower is able to use up the last of its ammo, though, so a little bit late on that uptake there, but you can see over here the Dragon Princes have found Malagor, trying to shut him down here. The other summoned Sigvald had taken a ton of damage, but at the same time, we've got plenty of the, Centaurs, Sons of Goros here, Butchers of Kalkengard also running in, so they should be able to get in here and get some good work done as these princes try and come around. The Noble here, caught in the shadows of the forest, going to get dragged down by the nasty beasties as rocks are I can't even English today, guys. Just continuously being thrown. There we go. Off the hill there. And yeah, Swordmaster's routing off. At this point, the Isles are getting pretty close to critical army losses, and there it is. Looks like the Chaos Invasion is so far successful. We'll see if the High Elves are potentially able to come back in a later series, but a very fun battle. Big thanks to Halo, Namru, and Wicked for participating. Halo and Wicked both have their own Twitch channels, so if you guys want to link to your channel down in the comments below, feel free. But in terms of the battle breakdown there, the Ungor Raiders were definitely MVPs in my eyes, helping to take down that dragon from the High Elves. 46 kills on the Princess. Could have been a lot more. She really didn't come down to the ground too much because those Ungor Raiders combined with the Eye of Morslib from the Warp Gaze from the Eye of Morslib. Super cost effective there. The Eye of Morslib itself, of course, 83 kills, 45 on the Butchers of Kalkengard, coming against a lot of elite High Elf infantry and also providing a nice terror bomb. Let's see here. But Sons of Goros got dragged down a little bit there, but they were able to do a tiny bit of damage. Ungor Spearman Herd also mostly just got cut up. From Halo's perspective, the Manticore is helping to, again, drop key terror routes, shut down certain ranged units. Very cost effective. These 3 Chosen plus the Mirror Guard able to hold out for quite some time. 87, 76, and 80 kills on those Chosen. The Hell Cannon did get taken down by the counter artillery of the Bolt Thrower there. Very cost effective use of that. But ultimately, the Chosen with Sigvald and everything able to endure the rush from the High Elves. Swordmaster's doing well in various pockets, but also, a bit of a magnet for artillery fire and, high-value charges and everything. Fireborn able to rack up 108 kills, pretty impressive there. These Phoenix Guard did do quite well out on the flank, 64 kills, but unfortunately, Phoenix Guard just kind of static. They have a hard time really getting on the high-value targets that they need to. This Dragon Prince, only 20 kills, but also managed to get an XP Chevron. Couple of White Lions performing quite well also. So yeah, very fun battle overall. Well played to everyone involved. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that thematic 2v2. I know there are quite a few of you who are huge fans of the themed 2v2s, and I definitely am a fan of them as well. So gonna plan on bringing you more, maybe once a week or so, maybe more potentially. Depends on who I can rope into to helping, but nevertheless, very fun battle. Yeah, what else can I say? Should be continuing with the head-to-head campaign with Lore Master of Sotek soon. I don't know exactly when this video is going to be going up in relation to when we're doing our next stream, but we do have it planned out, so that will be going on as well. And in addition, I'm also planning on doing, and let me know your guys' thoughts. I may post a poll in the community tab as well about this. Somebody recently asked me about like a guide for all the factions. I don't know that I really want to dedicate the time to do like a full faction guide, but I may make a video where I just like quick fire go through some major points for each faction. Just try not to make it too long, like even more than 20-30 minutes is going to be pushing it, but just, you know, quick fire, go through like, you know, for example, Britonia has lots of really cost-effective heavy cavalry, lacks monstrous options, and doesn't have any gunpowder, or, you know, for example, like the High Elves. Just talk about some of their basic strengths and weaknesses, sort of give you guys an idea of what to expect if you're fighting against them or if you're trying to play them. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, you know, all that standard YouTuber stuff, and we'll see you next time.